අපි බලමු මොනවද ගේම්ස් ಜಾති තියෙන්නේ. ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා මට කියන්න මොකද්ද ගේම් එකකයි ස්පෝර්ට් එකකයි වෙනස? ඔයාලා අහලා ඇතිනේ. මොකද්ද ගේම් එකකුයි ස්පෝර්ට් එකකුයි අතර වෙනස? දැන් අපි දන්නවා ගේම්ස් කියන්නේ නිකන් බෝඩ් ගේම් තියෙනවා එක ගේම් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි ස්පෝර්ට් කියලාත් එකක් තියෙනවා නේද? ඒතකොට ස්පෝර්ට් එකකයි ගේම් එකකයි වෙනස තමයි right? Mostly games are played for fun. It's not serious, right? But if you take a sport, they played it. It is really competitive. ඒ කියන්නේ හරිම තරඟකාරී සහ we are playing it on yes we are playing it on really seriously, right? අපි හිතමුකෝ දැන් මෙහෙමයි. ඔයාලා දන්නවනේ ඇයි ගේම් එකක් කම්පියුටර් ගේම්ස් ගත්තොත් හරිද? කම්පියුටර් ගේම්ස් වලට ගේම්ස් කිව්වට අපි එක තරඟයකට ඒ කියන්නේ අපි හිතමුකෝ ටූර්නමන්ට් එකක ප්ලේ කරද්දී අපි ඒකට කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලාද? e-sport කියලා. Why? Because on that time it is more serious and it has more rules than can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Right. So let's see what are the types of games, right? So there are several types of games. Okay, I'm not talking about the video games, general types of games, right? මුලින්ම ඒ කියන්නේ මොනවද game වර්ග? හරිද? video game වර්ග නෙමේ games වර්ග. මුලින්ම අපිට තියෙනවා outdoor games. Outdoor games කියන්නේ මොනවද? අපි එළියේ කරන ක්‍රීඩා. මොනවද උදාහරණ? ක්‍රීඩා ඒ කියන්නේ ක්‍රීඩා නෙමේ games. Okay? එතකොට outdoor games ಜಾති තියෙනවා අපිට මේ තියෙනවා බට්ට පයින් එක. හරිද? ඒක ස්පෝර්ට් එකක් නෑ. හරි. ඔයාලා දන්නවා අර පොඩි කාලේ කරන්නේ ගස් පයින්නවා කියලා. ඒක ගේම් එකක්ද ස්පෝර්ට් එකක්ද? කියන්න බලන්න. ගස් මාරු වෙනවා කියලා කරන්නේ. ඒක ගේම් එකක් නේ? right. So then ඒක ඒව තමයි අපිට outdoor games වලට උදාහරණ. right? Then we have board games. කියන්න බලන්න board games මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. board games වලට අපිට තියෙනවා carom, right? Chess. Then we have checkers, ඒ කියන්නේ දාම්, right? තව මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? ludo, පංචදාන, snake and ladders. All those are board games, right? Is it clear? Right. ඒ වගේම තව type එකක් තියෙන game වල role play games කියලා. මොකද්ද role play games කියන්නේ? උදාහරණයක් කියන්න මට role play game එකක් අපි පොඩි කාලේ කරපු. role play games මතකද ඔයාලා සෙල්ලම් ගෙවල් කරා නේද? එක්කෙනෙක් අම්මා වෙනවා එක්කෙනෙක් තාත්තා වෙනවා. So those are kind of role play game, right? But people ඒ කියන්නේ කට්ටිය role play games seriously කරනවා වෙන රටවල සා ලංකාවේ යම් පමණක් තියෙනවා. ඒකට කියන්නේ කට්ටියක් කරනවා Dungeons and Dragons කියලා. ඔයාලා අහලා ඇති. ඔයාලා ඒක Google කරලා බලන්න Dungeons and Dragons කියලා seriously කරන role play game. කියන්නේ කට්ටිය imaginative character එකක් හදාගෙන එයාලා වගේ රඟපාන ගම ඒක games කරනවා, right? So that's one type of games. Then lastly we have video games, right? video games තමයි ගැන තමයි අද අපි කතා කරන්න යන්නේ. හරිද? මම හිතනවා හැමෝම yeah, script based games. Yeah, there's this called tone dot. Have you played tone? Script based means yeah. So also a role play game, right? Yeah. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? Okay. Hari. Then අපි කතා කරා games වර්ග. හැබැයි then we can talk about video game genres, right? Now we are talking about we talk what are games, talked about what types of game, then we are talking about specifically about video games. කියන්නේ අපි video games ගැන මෙතනින් එහාට කතා කරමු. Right? So මොකද්ද video game එක කියන්නේ? Video game එකක් කියන්නේ same thing as a game, but what we are playing it on a device, digital device. Is it clear? කියන්නේ අපි computer එක හෝ වෙනත් what do you mean website? Yes, අපි video game එකක හෝ හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි පරිගණකයක හෝ digital මාධ්‍යයෙන් යම් ක්‍රියාවලියක් කරනවා නම් for fun, right? With set of rules and with the sense of competition, right? So that is called video game, right? ඒ කියන්නේ විනෝදාංශය සඳහා නීති පද්ධතියක් සහිතව තරංකාරී ස්වභාවික කරන ක්‍රියාවලිය digital device එකකින් කරන ක්‍රියාවලියක් තමයි අපි video game එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ, right? So මේ video game ගැන කතා කරද්දී ගොඩක් genres එහෙම නැත්නම් categories එහෙම නැත්නම් වර්ග තියෙනවා video game වර්ග. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි game එකේ ස්වභාවය අනුව video games types වලට බෙදනවා. වර්ග වලට බෙදනවා. clearද? ඔය දැකලා මේ වෙබ්සයිට් වලට ගේම් ගන්න so මේ වෙබ්සයිට් එකට හරි what right so එහෙම තියෙන වර්ග තමයි first we have action and adventure, right? What is an action game or adventure game? So action and adventure game means
Free Fire, PUBG, Call of Duty.
yeah, those things. But PUBG, Call of Duty, those things are mostly also it's also
Shooting
action
games.
game. Huh?
Shooting games.
Shooting
IGI.
games. Yes, those are mainly falls into the category of first person shooters, right? Yes, Far Cry also a action and adventure. But yeah, I'll tell go into that. So action games are mostly what player has to do.
God of War.
Oh, players ලට activities කරන ගමන් හරිද අපිට objectives කරන ගමන් ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩක් action based හැම වෙලේම player excite වෙන්න දෙයක් තියෙනවා action games වල, right? So මේවට උදාහරණ අපිට තියෙනවා we have Assassin's Creed. Have you played Assassin's Creed? Uncharted, yeah, yes. GTA. And yes. Then we have Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia. So what else? Tell me.
Payback.
Yeah. Yes. So then we have Zelda. Those things are called action and adventure games, right?
Prizes.
Clear?
Prizes.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Far Cry.
Yes, those are also goes to action category. All right. Then the next one we have RTS games or real-time strategy games. Have you played any real-time strategy games? Strategy games, basically. Tell me one.
Carrom board.
Carrom board.
Carrom
Chess.
board.
Call of Duty.
Carrom board.
Carrom board. Carrom board.
Carrom board is not a no. Those are not.
DLS.
Chess.
DLS.
No, those are not
Call of
real-time
Duty.
strategy games. No.
Plus
That
plus
is-
DLS.
No.
Call of
Arma
Duty.
3.
Yeah,
Carrom
Arma
board.
3. No. No. Have you played like
Games. Call of Duty.
Carrom board.
Alaharam.
No,
IGI.
no?
Mobile.
Mhm.
Sir, Carrom
Real-time
board.
strategy games. I'll tell you. Wait. Real-time strategy game. You can take. Have you played Age of Empires?
And Harvest game. And Harvest.
What Harvest? Can you put it in the messages? Yes. We have Age of Empires. Have you heard about Dawn of War? And then we have Civilization. Then we have Command and Conquer. No, Mario is not a strategy game. Strategy games are like you look at the game from the above. Like උඩින් බලන්නේ game එක දිහා. Clash of Clans.
SimCity.
Yes, Sims. Those are real-time strategy games. Is it clear? Minecraft is not a real-time strategy. Minecraft is a action adventure, right?
The one Call of Duty come?
Call of Duty also action adventure, action not action, action.
Sir,
But
DLS, FIFA, PES.
Hmm?
Roblox.
Sir, Carrom pool.
Carrom pool is it's a digital sport game, right? Digital board game, right? Those are not action adventure. They move. They Clash of Clans is it's a
Free
strategy
Fire,
game,
Call
right?
of Duty, PUBG, Far Cry, and
Right. Then we have FPS and third-person shooter games, right?
Subway Surfer.
What is a
Sir,
first
Mobile
person?
Legend. Mobile Legend.
Yes, Mobile Legend is a strategy game, right? It's a MOBA game, mostly a MOBA game.
Subway
MOBA
Surfer.
games. Then we have the next category, first-person shooter slash third-person
God of
shooter
Mobile Kingdom.
shooters, right? What is a first-person shooter game? Tell me. First-person shooters can monod.
Free Fire, PUBG, Call of Duty,
No,
IGI.
Sniper.
first-person shooter. No, ever
Sniper
first-person name.
3D.
අපි ඇස් දෙකෙන්
First-
බලන view එක තියෙන games
Frag.
තමයි.
first person shoot එකක් කියන්නේ අපි බලන්නේ player ගේ perspective එකෙන්. Is it clear?
Sniper
ඒ
shooter.
කියන්නේ sniper එකක් third person shoot. නෑ අපිට first person උත් ගහන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි mostly third person නේද? first person shooter අපි වෙඩි තියනකොට විතරනේ first person වෙන්නේ. first person වලට හොඳම උදාහරණ තමයි Call of Duty, right? තව IJ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට තුවක්කුවයි අතයි විතරයි පේන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි බලන්නේ අපි ක්‍රීඩා කරන player ගේ ඇස් දෙකෙන්. Is it clear? We are looking at the looking through the player's eyes. එහෙනම් අපේ character
Modern
එකේ
Combat.
නෑ ඒවා shooters game නෙමෙයිනේ.
Minecraft
Then we
first
have
person.
Minecraft first person, yes, but not a shooter. First person game එක but action adventure. Is it clear? Valorant. Okay. So
Sniper.
yeah, we'll tell in English. Okay. Then we have right platformer games, right? What are platformer games? Tell me an example. Platformer game.
2D games.
Ah.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah, good.
Scratch.
Ori and the Will of the Wisp is a platformer game. Then we have Mario, right? Most famous example. We have the Mario. Then have you played a game
Subway,
called
Subway.
Dangerous Theft?
Subway.
Subway Surfers?
Sonic 1.
Yes, Sonic is also a platformer game, right? Right. Let's talk about the next genre. Okay, racing games. Tell me some racing games.
Most
Sir,
wanted,
guys,
most wanted plus bar.
NFS,
Bye guys.
Sir, Need for Speed.
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon 5.
Stumble
good.
guys.
Yeah.
The Crew Modefest.
F2.
Tom, Doggy Tom.
Okay, I'll tell once again about first person FPS and TPS shooters. Okay, FPS means first person shooter. The difference between FPS and TPS is right. First person shooter means you are looking through the player you are playing, right? For example, Call of Duty, right? Then we have third person shooter games. Third person shooter, tell me example. Think well and tell me, okay?
Is screen.
Fortnite.
GTA is a third person game. Yeah, well done. And
Gangster.
have-
Fortnite.
Sir,
PUBG.
PUBG.
Fortnite also. Yes, PUBG also a third person.
Gangster.
Yes.
Free Fire, Free Fire.
Yes, Free Fire is also a third person shooter. Right?
Playback.
Right.
IGI.
Yes, IG is also a third. No, it's a
Playback.
first person. IGI is a first person shooter. Okay. Right. Then let's move to the
Playback.
simulation games. Right? So tell me a simulation game.
Bus simulators.
Yes.
DC
We have it.
Simulator.
Station
We have
Sir, DC game.
Simulator.
We have flight simulator. Yes, that's the best one we have here. Train simulator. And then, so simulator game is basically you are simulating or duplicating a real thing as a virtual one. Is it clear?
GTA.
So, no, it's not a simulation. Okay. Simulation games are,
Car simulator.
yeah, car simulator you can for like you are experiencing
Bus
a,
Simulator. Indonesia.
Yeah, you have truck simulator. Those things are simulation games, right? Okay, let's move on to the next one.
DC.
Right.
Indian bike simulator. DC.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the next one, right? So here's a small activity. What you have to do is, right?
The
You have to
wolf
tell me.
said the
Yeah.
wolf.
Wolfenstein, yeah, it's a first-person shooter. So here's a set of games. Now I want you to tell me which genre each of the game is. Okay, right? Can you do that?
Sir, please tell another tip.
Okay, so let's see. So do you recognize this first game? What is it?
It's an adventure.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
it's
sir.
Assassin's Creed and it's what? Action and adventure,
Yeah.
right?
It's an adventure.
Okay. Yeah, right. So this second one, it's Mario. What do you
Real
think?
time.
No, it's not a
Mario.
strategy.
For
Mario.
Platformer game. Yes, platformer game. Right? It's a
Racing.
platformer game.
Racing.
Okay, so the third one, it's a racing
Racing
game.
Racing game.
Racing.
Yeah. Now this one, what does it belong? No, it's a puzzle game. Right? Right. Okay. Right. This one,
real-time strategy.
This one.
real-time
Yes,
strategy.
mobile.
Yes, RTS game or a real-time strategy. Okay?
Yes,
And
yes.
here,
Roblox.
this one is a
Action shooter.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Shooting game.
okay.
Shooting
Okay,
game.
it's a shooting game, right? What is
Shooting
it?
game.
Is it a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter?
First
First
person
person shooter.
First person shooter.
First-person shooter, right? So what is this one?
Simulation.
Yes, simulation game.
Simulation.
It's flight simulator, right? So this is a simulation game, right? Good, right? So, right. Now we talked about what is a game. We learned about genres of games. Let's see some history of the video games, right? So first here we have the Pong, right? A game called Pong. All right. So it was founded in 1958 for Atari
1958.
machine. 1958 for Atari machine. So this is the world's first video game. Is it clear? මේ තියෙන්නේ ලෝකේ මේ තියෙන්නේ ලෝකේ පළවෙනි
எங்க zoom?
Right. So you can if you have to say something, you can put it in the chat. Okay. Right. So first, right. So here, first we have the Pong. Right. It's the first game in the world. Right. මේ game එකේ කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මේ පොඩි dot එකක් පේනවනේ. So this is a ball. You have to move this bar, right? Up and down
Move
to
this.
stop
this.
going out
Stop.
of the screen, right? So this is the first game. Then it came the Space Invaders, right? So the
Shoot.
importance of this game is this is the first game which is හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ තියෙන Pong කියන්නේ ලෝකේ පළවෙනි game එක. ඒකේ කරන් තියෙන මේ සුදු පාට බාය එකක් තියෙන උඩට පහට කරන ගම මේක වදින්න නැති වෙන්නයි කරනවා. Then it came
Balance
Space
card.
Invaders, right? Space Invaders. In Space Invaders, what you have to do is you have to shoot. The specialty about this game is throughout the history is this is the first commercially successful game. Right? මේ game එක තමයි මුලින්ම game එකක් මුදල් ඉපෙව්වේ වැඩියෙන්. Clear? ඒ කියන්නේ මිනිස්සු ඉස්සෙල්ලම game එකක් ගහන්න ඕන නිසා. Right? Games buy කරන්න පටන් ගත්තේ මේ Space Invaders game එක නිසා. Right? So this is Space Invaders. It was special because it was one of the first commercially successful games, right? Then it came Mario, right? Mario is because it's special because it's one of the games that made the video games really prominent in the history. ඒ කියන්නේ video games ගොඩක්ම ඉස්සර කාලේ video games කියන එක හැමෝටම ගහන්න හම්බුන්නේ කවුරුවත් game ගැහුවෙත් නැහැ. චුට්ට දෙනාට තිබ්බේ. හැබැයි Mario Nintendo සමාගම විසින් by the company Nintendo with the introduction of Mario, right? Everybody wanted to play game, right? Mario නිසා තමයි game ගොඩක්ම දුරට started to spread, right? Is it clear? Then we came Half-Life, right? Half-Life is important because it is one of the first games which used, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මෙච්චර කාල games වලට එහෙම ලොකු story එකක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ. හරිද? මුලින්ම story driven story එකක් with sophisticated physics system එකක් එක්ක introduce වුණේ Half-Life game එකත් එක්ක. Is it clear? This is in 1998, right? Then in the more recently we had this Forza. Do you know what this game is? Have you played it? This is called just Forbidden West. Okay, so give me a second. Right, and then game we now we add this a level of in the history in these like games like these Forbidden West and those games we have pushed the technology of the games to the maximum, right? If you have seen, these games are really beautiful. Can games කියන එකේ technology එක උපරිමයටම පාවිච්චි කරපු අවස්ථාව තමයි මේ Forbidden West වගේ game, right? Then for now අනාගතයට මේ දැන් තියෙන trend එක තමයි AR VR games, virtual reality games. Is it clear? So AR games means, have you seen AR games? AR කියන්නේ, AR means augmented reality, right? Augmented reality means you are creating virtual reality, which means virtual things. You are putting virtual things into real world through a video camera or through a digital device, right? තේරෙනවද? ඒ කියන්නේ කැමරාවක් තුලින් real world එකට අපි virtual objects දාන්නේ. For example, AR games තියෙනවා. අහලා තියෙනවද Pokemon Go කියන game එක? ගහලා තියෙනවද? අපි කැමරාව on කරාම අපිට කැමරාවේ අපි හිතමුකෝ මේ කොහාට හරි ඩිරෙක්ට් කරා කියලා. එතකොට අපිට ඒකේ පේනවා කැරක්ටර් එකක්, Pokemon කැරක්ටර් එකක්. අපිට කැමරාව ඇතුලේ මේ එළි ඉන්නවා වගේ අපිට මෙහෙම balls සික් කරලා යාලා වල්ලන්න පුළුවන්, right? So that is one of the most famous AR games, right? Then we have VR games. VR games are different. AR games අපිට කැමරා එක through එකෙන් තමයි බලන්නේ. By VR games we are using special yes, tell me.
What does
What's
it
first?
mean? AR games.
That's what I explained. AR games means augmented reality games, right? You are playing the game through a camera, right?
Minecraft Earth.
Yeah, that's also I think it's a new one. Then we have VR games. VR games is we are going into a completely virtual world, right? When you wear this device, all the sense of the other world. ඒ කියන්නේ ඇත්ත ලෝකෙ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම අයින් වෙලා අපි සම්පූර්ණ digital world එකකට immerse වෙනවා. තේරුණාද? ඒක ඇතුලේ තමයි අපි එතකොට fight කරන අපිට පුදුම realism එකක් දැනෙනවා, right? Right. So අපි බලමු දැන් අපි යමු. දැන් අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තානේ what is a game? What are types of game? Then then we talked about here we talked about history, a brief history we talked about, right? Then we have let's talk about games development, right? So what is games development? Game development means the process of designing, creating of interactive experiences known as video, right? එතකොට game develop කරනවා කියන්නේ අපි design හෝ අපි මේ games කියන digital experience එක නිර්මාණය කිරීම තමයි අපි game development කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? Basically creation of games is called game development, right? Okay. right? So these are the game steps of a game development, right? So game ගහන වගේම තමයි අපි game හදන්නත් ඕනේ. හරිද? game හදන එක ලේසි නෑ, right? ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා. ගොඩක් process එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි මේ process එකක් අනුගමනය කළා තමයි software හදන වගේම තමයි. හැබැයි software හදනටත් වඩා අමාරුයි game එකක් හදන එක. ඒ වගේම තමයි මෙහෙම steps ටිකක් තියෙනවා. is it clear? හරිද? මුලින්ම game එකක් හදද්දී අපි කරන්න ඕන අපි හිතමුකෝ ඔයාලා යාළුවෝ 10 දෙනෙක් එකතු වෙලා game එකක් හදන්න යනවා, right? So you are planning to some of your few of your friends get together and planning to make a game, right? So what you first you have to do, you have to sit in somewhere, right? Get some papers, pencils and crayons, and you need to brainstorm. You need to talk each other, think, and come up with the idea, right? For example, okay, let's make a shooting game, right? So one is saying, okay, we are going to make a shooting game in Sri Lanka, right? So one is saying, okay, the main character is a
Nero.
boy, right? Likewise, you talk each other how to about the game. Is it clear? Then the next step is game design, right? මුලින්ම අපි කට්ටිය එකතු වෙලා brainstorm කරලා game concept එකක් හදා ගන්න. මේ game concept එකේ අපි කතා කරගන්න ඕනේ මොකද්ද game එක හදන්නේ? කොහොමද ඒක වෙන්නේ? මොන වගේද? කවුද ප්‍රධාන character එක? මොනවද තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඕනම game එකක් if you played, right? There is going to be a conflict, right? ඒ කියන්නේ game එකක් කියන්නේ අපි මොකක් හරි නිකන් game එකක් අපි හිතමුකෝ තියෙනවයි කියලා. ඒකේ කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වෙන්නේ. Is there a game there? No, right? ඒ කියන්නේ game එකක් ඇති වෙන්නේ story එකක් තියෙනවා. story එකක් තියෙන්න story එකක් කියන්නේ story එක ඊට පස්සේ මේ story එකේ යම්කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වෙන්න ඕනේ අපේ playerට විසඳන්න. Right? That's the story. Is it clear? For example, if we play Call of Duty, then the enemies are the Russians are trying to take over the world. So that is the problem. What we are doing, we are trying to stop it. So there should be a main character, there should be a villain, there should be a problem, and the journey of we are solving the problem is called the game, right? That's the story. So we need to come get together and discuss and make this story, the game, and all those things. The next step is design, right? First is designing the character. අපේ character එක මොන වගේද කියලා අපි design කරගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? ඒක තමයි design phase එකේ පළවෙනි දේ. Okay? ඊට පස්සේ ඊගා එක level design. Character design කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? කියන්න බෑ. character design කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? character design එක කියන්නේ අපේ ප්‍රධාන play කරන character එක අපි design කරනවා. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි හිතමුකෝ අපි player in Tomb Raider නම් අපි මේ Tomb Raider එකේ character එක ඉන්නවනේ ගෑනු කෙනා. එයා මොන වගේ වදන්නේ? මේ වගේ දේවල් අපි design කරන තමයි character design කියන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ level design. level design කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? level design කියන්නේ කට්ටිය මේ අපේ game එක අපි හැමතැනම අපි හිතමු GTA කියලා. හරිද? GTA ගහලා තියෙනවද? level design එක කියන්නේ
ඔව් GTA play කරලා තියෙනවා.
හරි. ඒ අපි GTA play කරන්නේ city එකකනේ. ඒ city එක city එක අපි design කරලා develop කරන එක තමයි level design කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ game story. story කියන්නේ අපේ game එකේ story එක design. හරිද? ඊට then we have gameplay mechanics, right? Gameplay mechanics කියන්නේ මොනවද? Mechanics කියන්නේ one of the most important things in a game. හරිද? game design එක game එක ප්‍රධානම දෙයක් තමයි gameplay mechanics කියලා කියන්නේ. කියන්න බලන්න. අපි for example කොහොමද player
2D
movement
things.
yes කොහොමද player move වෙන්නේ. හරිද? ඒක ප්‍රධානම එක. අනිත් ප්‍රධානම දේ කොහොමද අපි
Activities.
game එක දිනන්නේ. yeah right. කොහොමද අපි game එක දිනන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ කොහොමද level එක complete වෙන්නේ. for in PUBG වගේ නම් අන්තිමට ඉතුරු වෙන එක ගැන. right? so කොහොමද අපි ගේම් එකෙන් පරදින්නේ? අපේ හෙල්ත් එක බිඳුව වුණොත්. අපි මේ platform එකෙන් එළියට වැටුණොත්. right? මේ දේවල් තමයි ගේම් ප්ලේ මෙකැනික්ස් ප්‍රධාන දේවල්. තව දෙයක් තියෙනවා මොකද්ද? අපි කොහොමද enemy එක fight කරන්නේ? combat system. හරිද? අපි සමහරලාට වෙඩි තියන්න පුළුවන්, සමහරලාට අතින් ගහන්න පුළුවන්, සමහරලාට උඩ පනින්න. ඒ දේවල් යෝ ගේම් ප්ලේ මෙකැනික්. හරිද? තව ගේම් ප්ලේ මෙකැනික්ස් තියෙනවා. තව මොනවද? ඉන්වෙන්ටරි සිස්ටම් එක. සමහර ගේම් වල තියෙනවා ඉන්වෙන්ටරි සිස්ටම්. වල ඉන්වෙන්ටරි සිස්ටම් කියන එක දන්නව නේද? අපේ කැරක්ටර් එකට මොනවද එකතු කරගන්න පුළුවන් බඩ්. ඔය වගේ කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් ඉන්වෙන්ටරි සිස්ටම් එකක් තියෙනවා Skyrim වගේ ගේම්. right? ඊට පස්සේ තව මොනවද තියෙන්නේ? ගේම් ප්ලේ මෙකැනික්ස්.
health system.
help system. yes. pickup help සහ ඔය අපි හිතමුකෝ ඒවට කියන්නේ yes those things. ඒ කියන්නේ health pickups තියෙනවා, ammo pickups තියෙනවා. ඒවත් ඊට පස්සේ තව මොනවද? level up system තියෙනවා. තව තියෙනවා ability trees තියෙනවා. point trees තියෙනවා. ඒ තව තියෙනවා fast travel system එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකත් gameplay mechanic එකක්. තේරෙනවනේ? මේ දේවල් අපි plan කරලා මේ දෙක කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා හිතන එකට තමයි designing of gameplay mechanics කියලා කියන්නේ. හරිද? මේ දේවල් අපි හරියට කරේ නැත්නම් අපේ game එක එතනම fail. නේද? ඔයාලා දැකලා ඇති මේ මොකද්ද? මේ ළඟදී ආවා මොකද්ද මේ ළඟදී ආවේ then ළඟදී ආවා මේ
Man's
yes
Sky.
yeah no man's sky yes no man's sky එකේ මෙච්චර කල් ප්‍රශ්නයක් කළා තිබ්බා මොකද්ද අපේ home world එක save කරන්න බෑ එතනින් හුඟ දෙනෙක් ඒක අතහැරලා දාලා ගියා ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ world එක නැති වුණොත් එහෙම ආයෙ හොයාගන්න බෑ no man's sky එකේ හින්දා ගොඩ දෙනෙක් ඒක play කරේ නෑ දැන් ළඟදී ඒක fix කරා ඒගොල්ලෝ so that's they are fixing the game, fixing the gameplay mechanics, adding them, fixing them, so that's a good thing, right? Okay, yes, what is your problem? Yes, Minecraft is a game developed on Java, but then they made it for like there's Java edition and also the Windows edition, right? Yes, in the
Minecraft
Cyberpunk.
Bedrock Edition.
Yes. In the Cyberpunk, they have a lot of issues. Yeah. So then the next step is developing the game. Okay. So this one is the hard part, right? So usually in order to develop a game, you need to have some coding knowledge, some scripting knowledge, some and also some 3D modeling knowledge, audio editing, video editing, art skills, all those things you need in this stage, right? But there are some game developing tools. Yes, critical thinking, those things you need to develop. But there are some tools that you can have to that does not need coding knowledge at all, right? So we'll go to later. Then we come to the testing. In the testing, we do functional testing, combinational testing, ad hoc testing, and combinational. So this testing part is done when you finally finish the implementation of game, right? For functional testing means you are checking for the functions. Combinatorial testing means you are combining all the things and do testing. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි game එක හදලා ඉවරලා මේක හරියට වැඩ කරනවද කියලා check කරන එක තමයි අපි testing phase එකේ කරන්නේ. හරිද? එහෙම කළේ නැත්තම් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අපි game එක දාන්නේ ගොඩාක් bugs එක. කියන්න බලන්න. ඔයාලා දන්නවද? ගොඩාක් bugs එක out වෙච්ච game දන්නවනේ කියන්නේ.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Then what we had Unity, right? Assassin's Creed, it was full of bugs. Yeah, No Man's Sky was full of bugs as well. Skyrim is also like that. Yeah, Mirage, is it like that? I didn't know. Okay, right. So let's move on to the next part. Right, in the game design, yeah, we talk about these. In game design, the most prominent steps are character creation, game story, gameplay mechanics, and art style and music selection, right? Then let's move on to the game development section, right? So in order to develop a game, you need to have some basic knowledge in these softwares, right? මුලින්ම we have game engines. Game engines දන්න ටිකක් කියන්න බලන්න ඔයාලා.
Unity,
Have you ever-
Unreal,
Yeah, Unreal, Unity. One more. What is the most?
Game Guru.
Yeah, Game Guru. What is the most basic one? Today we are going to learn that.
Scratch.
You have Scratch, yes. You have CryEngine. Then we have Game Maker.
Buildbox.
Then, yeah. Then we have Quake Engine. And then
Panda
we
3D.
yes. And then also
Construct.
Like
Great.
Sims.
Rockstar.
Engine.
Arduino.
yes, we have RPG Maker, right? So those are game engines, right? Most of
Arduino Uno.
yeah. Then we have 3D modeling software. So 3D modeling software are needed to create 3D models we need for the game. So tell me some of those. We have Maya,
Blender.
Blender.
3D
Blender.
Max, Blender, and what else?
Xmax.
Unity.
Cinema 4D. Yeah, we can also use Unity and Unreal to do some basic 3D modeling, right? Then we have digital art drawing software. So why do we need digital art? We need art, right? So create icons, cards, maps. To make those, we need digital art drawing software and also screens, loading
Photoshop.
screens. Yeah, Photoshop is to make background. If we are making a 2D game, then we are making all the game in the digital art drawing software, right? We have Corel Draw, then we have Clip Studio. What else? Krita, Photoshop,
Illustrator.
Krita, Illustrator. Good. So those things are digital art drawing software, right? So if you are hoping to become a game developer, you need to at least have basic knowledge on all of these, right? Then we finally have sound editing software. Tell me one or two. Yes, Odyssey.
FL Studio.
FL Studio. Good. So those there are few, and yes, and yeah, those things are some examples for sound editing softwares, right? Okay, so let's talk about the job role of game developer, right? For a moment. So who here like to become a game developer? I know everyone likes to make a game.
Sir, I like to make a game.
I like Madam.
Right.
I also like, sir.
I like to play this game. And
Yes.
I also like, sir. I
Okay.
also like.
Yeah. So
Sir, could
yeah,
you
to
give
test
me the
game.
link?
I also subscribe, sir.
okay. So to become
How usually is
yeah,
this?
so in Sri Lanka, right? There are some few game making companies, right? It's not කියන්නේ තාම ලංකාවේ game developing කියන්නේ එච්චරම ලොකු field එකක් නොවුනට ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා දැන්ටමත් ලංකාවේ game developing companies ගොඩක් තියෙනවා ගොඩක් job opportunities තියෙනවා. So you can study and think like a game developer and become a one, right? Okay, so කියන්න බලන්න ලංකාවේ තියෙන game developing company එක ඔයාලා දන්නවනේ. Arimac, yeah. Another.
Sri Lankan basket.
Yes, we have then Prodigy. We have Prodigy. Then 99 games, right? So those things. Then we have Motion Miracles. So yeah, stay updated about game development industry, and if you are really like to become one, yeah, you can start doing that, right? ඔයාලට දැම්ම game developer කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට tools ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. tools ඉගෙන ගන්න එක ලේසි. හරිද? ඔයාලට game developer කෙනෙක් වෙනවා නම් tools ඉගෙන ගන්න එක හරිම ලේසි. මොකද ඒව ඔක්කොම all the tools that you need to become a game developer are free, right? You have free tutorials, right?
I already have made a BMC.
Nice, really good, right? So but but the thing is you need to become creative, right? කියන්නේ ඔයාලා creative වෙන්න ඕන. ඔයාලා game design කෙනෙක් වගේ හිතන්න ඕන. තේරුණාද? ඒ කියන්නේ game එක හදන එක okay, right? You can code, you can see tutorials and you can make games, but coming up with a good game is the skill you need to develop. Is it clear? Is it clear? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ලස්සන story එකක් ගොඩනගන එක. හොඳ කට්ටියට create fun gameplay mechanics so everyone can enjoy. Those are things that you need to do in order to become a good game developer, right? And also you need to have a good coding skills, right? Okay, so yes, so let's see about some game developing tools.
Sir, can you
right.
explain about the coding competition, the senior coding competition, what we should do in that?
Senior coding competition. Okay, give me a second.
Sir, we want to make with Unity, sir.
Yeah, if you want, you can make.
Sir,
Senior
I
coding
already made
competition. Can you?
Scratch games.
Yeah. So okay, you can you can get more details from. Can you visit to the CODEFEST.lk? Yeah, you
I
can.
did, but I didn't understand. What should we do there? Can you like make games or anything?
Yeah. So for school competition, I think basically you have to create a solution, right? There you can, it can be even a website or a mobile app or even a game, right? You can do anything.
No, Unity
You want to make a game? You can,
They've said e-learning application. Can you make an
Yeah.
e-learning game there?
yeah. I almost forgot to mention, right? So do you play?
Sir, we want to make it
ඔයාලා
Garana, sir.
ඔයාලා හිතන්නේ game අපිට තියෙන්නේ විනෝදාසය or just to take just to have fun, right? So
you are
there are
create the game now. You are create the game now.
right. මෙහෙමයි. ඔය
Sir, are you
කට්ටියට
creating a game now?
we will create, we will teach you about Scratch, right? And
Do you
Unity,
explain it?
yeah, we will, right? Okay, so
Sir,
here
today we will make game with Unity, sir.
Unity, we don't have time to do that. And I think not everyone can do, right? Okay, here,
So I can.
so in here අපි game play කරන්න පුළුවන් විනෝදාසය සඳහා විතරක් නෙමෙයි, right? ඔයාලට කාට හරි දැනුමක් දෙන්න ඕන නම් e-learning ඒ කියන්නේ e-learning experience එකක් දෙන්න උනත් game අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන්. තේරෙනවනේ? අපිට පුළුවන් mathematical game එකක් හදන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම්
Learning about
quiz එකක්
history.
හදන්න. history උගන්වන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් science උගන්වන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, so there are many possibilities you can to use a game to give a e-learning experience. So if you are not interested in making a website or a mobile app or something, then you can go it for a game. You can use Unity or whatever you like, right? For Scratch. But here today we are giving you the basic things about the Scratch today, right? Because like it's the thing that almost everyone can do, no? So yeah, so these are the game engines you can find for free, mostly these of these. You can have Scratch, Game Maker, RPG Maker, Unity, Unreal, and CryEngine, right? So Scratch, it's a you don't need any coding knowledge to do Scratch, right? You can drag and drop code blocks and create really cool games. Okay, Scratch games, yeah, you can make really cool games using Scratch, right? ඒ කියන්නේ Scratch lazy කියලා ඔය එකයි මම හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගන්නවත් ඇති මේ IT වලට Scratch හදන්න. හැබැයි මම කිව්වා වගේ if you think like a designer, game developer, you can make really cool games using Scratch, just alone Scratch. You don't need any coding knowledge or scripting knowledge. It's really simple. You can try and yeah, start from the bottom, right? If you are planning to become a game developer, then start from the bottom. Start with the nice scratch game, then move on the ladder. Then you can yeah, we will do a scratch one. So wait. Yeah, give me a second.
Hello.
Sir, මොනවද මෙයා running?
Daniel.
Yes, give me a second, okay? So in order to teach you about Scratch,
Sure.
right?
Sir.
Miss Jimshani will take the session from here, right? And will teach you about Scratch, right?
අපිට මොබයිල් ගේම් ඩිවලොප්මන්ට් කරන්න බැරිද?
Pull on. Capture the flag is a competition that is mostly around. It's a.
So could you explain us?
What? Capture the flag එක මේ ඒක ඇවිල්ලා cyber security එක, right? It's not like finding the flag, it's you have to find out.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
මේ අර දාලා තියෙනනේ link එකක් chat එකට.
Oh.
ඒකෙන් අපි දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන?
එතනින් ඔයාලට register වෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? ඒකේ විස්තරයක් තියෙනවා. ඔයාලා මොකක්ද ඔයාලා register වෙන්න යන්නේ?
ඒසෙයිතොරේ game develop එකට විතරද?
Game development නෙමෙයි. ඔයාලා යන්නේ දැන් අපි මේ කරන්නේ this purpose of this session is to, right, give you introduction to game development, right? So you can use that in making a e-learning game. Is it clear? ඔයාලට අපි මේ introduction එකක් දෙන්නේ game development එකට. game වලට interested අයට කැමති නම් අර e-learning solution එකට game එකක් හදන්න. Right? Is it clear?
එතකොට හෙට දෙනව නේද මේ අපිට දැන් හෙට තියෙනවනේ web development වගේ ඒවා.
ඔව්.
එතකොට ඒකිනොත් මේ වගේ link එකක් දෙනවද අපිට ඒකෙන් කැමති එකක් තෝරගන්න.
මේ දාලා තියෙන link එක මම හිතන්නේ ඔක්කොම යන්නේ codefest.lk එකට. ඔයාලට ගිහිල්ලා ඔයාලට මේ එකේ register ලා කරන්න තියෙනවා.
ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ඒ කියන්නේ මේ තරගෙටම මේ ඔය link එක කරලා දෙන්නේ.
ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා දැන් school competition නේ. ඔයාලට තියෙන e-learning එකක් හදන්න යන්නේ නේද?
ඔව්.
ඒ e-learning එක ඔයාලට කැමති නම් website එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්, mobile app එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්, game එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්. කැමති තුنين ඕන එකක් පුළුවන්.
e-learning onlyද?
ඔව් e-learning වල team එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ e-learning. website එක mobile app
අපි ඒක register වුණාද නැද්ද කියලා දැනගන්නේ කොහොමද?
ඒක නම් මම දන්නේ නැත. ඔය කට්ටිය register වුණා නම් ඔයාලට email එකක් ආවේ නැද්ද?
අපිට email එකක් ආවේ නැහැනේ.
ඔයාලා register වුණාද deadline එකට?
ඔව් deadline එකට කලින් register වුණා.
එහෙනම් email එකක් එවි ප්‍රශ්න.
ඒ කියන්නේ මේ register වෙලා ටික දවසක් ගියාට පස්සේ දෙන්නේ.
ඔව්.
හරි.
Okay.
Sir, can we use any programming language there?
Yes, you can.
Excuse me.
Yes.
ඔයාලගේ මේ ඊයේ ක්ලාස් එකේ රෙකෝඩින් කියනවාද?
ඊයේ එකේ ඔයාලට මම හිතන්නේ YouTube දාලා link එක share කරાવી. CODEFEST එකේ website එකේ දාවි. Then you can refer to that.
YouTube එකේ කියනවාද? YouTube එකේ තියෙනවද ඔයාගේ link එක වීඩියෝ
තාම
එකේ
තාම ඒක දාවි ඒක දානවා කියලා. Okay.
ඔයාගේ channel එකේ නම මොකද?
මමද channel එක කියන්නේ slit එකකට දාවි. මේ
ML
CODEFEST එක
Ilham.
link එක තිබේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට link එක එවා. Right?
I am Zahid. ML Rashad. I am
MH Naveed. ML Ilham.
I am Zahid.
So when is
MSM.
this competition? When will it be held? The date?
ML Ilham. Motta Shiva. Ketta Shiva.
So when will the competition be held? The date?
That I don't know. You will be informed about that. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
tomorrow
අපිට
individual class
certificate
competition details කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
සර් අපිට Python certificate තියෙනවා.
Yeah.
සර්
Price and certificate details are displayed in the website. You can go and see. What will
Python
be your price?
certificate මට තියෙනවා. Python certificate.
You have them. That's great.
Yes.
Okay, so good afternoon. From here onwards, I will be teaching you about Scratch. Just only
teacher මේ script එකට game එක develop කරවාද නෝ?
Yeah, I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay.
Okay, bye, sir.
mobile කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Mobile කරන්න පුළුවන්, web applications, websites පුළුවන්, games පුළුවන්, ඔයාලා කැමති විදිහකට කැමති application එකක් e-learning theme එකේ යටතේ හදන්න ඕන. The theme should be e-learning. You can develop any application you want. Okay.
Miss, that capture the flag event.
Sorry.
That
මේක මොන
capture the flag
කැටගරි එකකට අඩංගු වෙන්නේ කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Hunna Babu, can you repeat the question?
මේ competition එක මොන කැටගරි ඇතුළද ඇතුල් වෙන්නේ කියලා
yeah.
කියන්න.
මේක coding contest එක primary junior senior කියන එකේ ඔයාලගේ වයසට අදාළව මොන කැටගරි එකකටද අයිති වෙන්නේ කියලා බලලා register වෙන්න.
කොහොමද register වෙන්නේ?
ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මොන වගේ coding එකක්ද දෙන්න ඕනේ?
Okay. Wait. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, miss.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the website. Okay. So this is our CODEFEST website. So if you go to the website, sorry?
website නම මොකද?
CODEFEST.lk. It is given in the chat as well. CODEFEST.lk. Then you can go to this registration. If you go to registration, you can see these are the competitions we have. So you belong to this coding contest. If you are going to develop an application, website, or a mobile application, or a game. So whatever you are going to develop, it belongs to this coding contest. Okay. So if you are from grade 1 to 5, you can register as a primary. Else, if we click on this context, you can see you can have 4 members in a group, and it will be from grade 1 to 5. Likewise, all these details are given here. Okay. So you can click on this register now button. Then you will be navigated to this window where you can register. Then you can fill that form. Then you will be registered to the competition. Okay. Likewise, you can go to this junior and senior context as well. Is that clear?
Please repeat.
Yes.
That capture the flag event, the ethical hacking.
About the capture the flag event, the details are given here as well.
කියන්න
Is
පුළුවන්ද?
there an age limit?
And miss අර code extreme ගැන වගේ explain කරන්න පුළුවන්ද ඔයාට?
Yeah, we will do that.
Madam, repeat kita කියන්නකෝ.
What do you want me to repeat?
ඔක්කොම.
Oh, come on.
then කිව්වක.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
competition එකේ edit ඒ කියන්නේ AI competition එකේ results out වෙන්නේ කවද්ද කියලා දැනගන්න පුළුවන්ද?
ඒක කියලා තියෙන විදිහට the teacher in charge will be informed if the team is selected to the final round. ඔයාලගේ teacher ගෙන් තමයි දැනගන්න වෙන්නේ ඔයාලා තේරිලාද නැද්ද කියලා. Okay?
මේ ක්ලාස් එක රෙකෝඩින් මේ YouTube දානවද?
About that I have no idea
Why?
because I just teach you.
Teacher, what is the competition? This one?
Okay. This is coding contest. These three.
ඒ කියන්නේ means coding
How
competition
to join in this competition?
Sorry.
How to join in this competition?
You can click on this register now button and register.
Hello, excuse me. I'm Samad
Yes.
here.
මේ coding contest එකේ අපි මොන වගේ application එකක්ද develop කරන්න ඕනේ? ඒ කියන්නේ
Hello.
ඒක study
Can you please
සම්බන්ධ
hear me?
වෙන්න ඕනේ එහෙමද?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Samad
Yes,
here.
sir. You can take over.
Yeah. Dear participants, don't worry. So the session will be continued now. So then at the end of the session, we will be giving some information about the program. That means this CODEFEST competitions, everything, right? අපි session එක ඉවර වෙච්ච ගමන්ම ඔයාලට මේ session එක කියන්නේ මේ session එකේ අවසානයේදී වෙනම session එකක් කරනවා ඔයාලට පොඩි වෙලාවක් මේ CODEFEST එකේ ඔයාලා register වෙන්න ඕනි කොහොමද ඒවයි competitions වල details ගැන session එකක් කරනවා දැනට අපි session එක continue කරගෙන යමු right
Teacher, is the competition only coding?
Okay. We will give you a chance to ask questions at the end of the session. මේ session එක ඉවර වුණාම
Only coding?
ඔයාලට questions ඔක්කොම අහන්න පුළුවන් මේ session එක ඉවර වුණාම. Okay? Okay. So now let's start learning about what is Scratch. Okay, so we are going to learn what is Scratch. Have you seen this character before from anywhere? I think you're familiar with this character because it is from your syllabus. It is in your textbooks, right?
Teacher,
Yes.
මේ දැන් ඔය තියෙන register junior primary senior විතරයිනේ. ඒතකොට යට තියෙන්නේ ඒ වලින් මොනවද එක්කන්නේ?
හරි. මේ මේ session එක ඉවර වෙන ගමන් අපි ඔයාලට chance එකක් දෙනවා ඔක්කොම ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට ඔක්කොම ප්‍රශ්න වලට අපි උත්තර දෙන්න. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So today we are going to learn about what is Scratch. Scratch is a programming language that lets you create your own interactive stories, animations, games, music, and art. Which means earlier Mr. Anjan explained how to design a game, right? So now we have already came up with our own story. Now we know how to design a game, how to create a game. Now we have decided what to do with our game. Now we are going to make it happen. Okay. So that's why we are going to use this Scratch. So it allows anyone to create computer programs without learning complicated syntax, which means, okay, my screen is not shared. Give me a second. I hope you can see my screen. Okay, so in Scratch, it allows anyone to create computer programs because Scratch is easy to use. You don't have to type codes. You can simply drag and drop them and start coding. Okay. Then we are going to learn about what's sprite. we call a sprite is an object or a character in Scratch that can be programmed to perform actions. Now, you can see there are few characters here. There are 4 characters here. Those are sprites. We can tell those sprites to do something, and according to our instruction, it will do whatever we are telling them to do. That's the sprite. So that's how we are going to program. We are going to say, okay, now the crab sprite move 4 steps. So it will move. Likewise, we are going to tell them what to do, then they will do it. That's how we are going to make this game happen. So you can say you are going to hit the villain as the hero. So hero should hit the villain. Likewise, you can tell hero, okay, now hit the villain. Now that's how we are going to do the programming in Scratch. And in one game, in one program, you can have more than one sprite, and each sprite have their own code, which means each sprite have their own things to do. So while superhero is hitting the villain can fall down. Likewise, they have their own action. That's what we call as a sprite. Next, we are going to get familiar with this Scratch UI. Scratch UI, you can see the block menu is here. Then we have our scripts. This is the coding area, and here we have the script. These scripts belong to this sprite. So the now here it says it should move 10 steps. Then this sprite will move 10 steps. Likewise, you can code using Scratch. Next, we have the stage area. This is what we have to learn very carefully, because depending on the stage area, we are going to design our whole game. So this is are you all familiar with what should we say? Prastara? ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවද? So the center is 0 and 0. This is the y, and this is x. So the center is, we get it as 0 and 0. Likewise, each and every place has their own values. So that's how we are going to move the sprite in our stage. This sprite can go here and there by using those values. So the stage area is one of an important thing that you should consider while designing a game. Then we have our block palette, which means in each and every block, we have our own block palettes. So these blocks are available, then we can do our programs. Then also you can create your own blocks by using this My Block category as well. Next, we have the coding area. Coding area, we can see the scripts we have created for each and every sprite. Now for this girl, we tell that it should move and say hello. So that code is given here. Then you have statements. Statements are the commands or the instruction that we tell to the sprite. අපි sprite එක කියන ඔයා මේක කරන්න. අන්න ඒවට තමයි අපි statements කියලා කියන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයාලා අනිත් programming language වලදී මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? මේවා ඔක්කොම type කරන්න ඕනේ. Scratch වල තියෙන benefit එක තමයි ඔයාලට simply මේවා drag and drop කරලා ඔයාලා කැමති විදිහට program එක හදන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? එතකොට මෙතන පළවෙනි statement එක කියනවා move 10 steps. අඩි 10ක් යන්න. එතකොට ඔයාලට ඒක code කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මේ block එක drag and drop කළාම එයා අඩි 10ක් යනවා. Okay? Okay, then we have Boolean expressions. So, අපි මෙන්න මේ diamond shape block එකක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒක සලකන්නේ Boolean expression එකක් විදියට. ඒ කියන්නේ මේකේ answer එක තියෙන්න පුළුවන් true or false විතරයි. The answer should be only true or false. දැන් අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් 10 50ට වඩා වැඩිද? Answer එක true එක්ක false දෙකෙන් එකක් විතරයි. හරි ඒවට අපි කියනවා boolean expressions කියලා. මේ ඕන වෙනවා ඔයාට code එක ඔයාලා create කරන්න. හරි. Then we have conditions. We have if condition, if else condition. If condition කියලා කියන්නේ මේ දේ වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරන්න කියලා අපි කියනවා. If this happens, then you should do this. That's a command that we are going to give to the sprite. අපි sprite එක කියනවා මෙහෙම වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කියවොත් hero super hero ඇවිල්ලා ඔයාට ගැහුවොත් අපි villain ට කියනවා වැටෙන්න. හරි මෙහෙම වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරන්න. ඒක තමයි if construct එක කියලා කියන්නේ. We use if to tell the sprite to do something if that happens. ඊළඟට if else එක කියන්නේ මෙහෙම වුණොත් මෙහෙම කරන්න නැත්තම් වෙන විදිහකට කරන්න. So we are going to tell the sprite to do this, else do this. He can choose one of them. Okay? So those are the conditions. Then here we have when and wait construct as well. We use when to say, like we can say when space button is pressed, you can say hello. Now we can say when arrow keys are pressed, you can move. Likewise, you can give the directions to the sprite using this when construct. Then you can use this wait construct as well. That means it waits. මේ දේ වෙනකන් චුට්ටක් ඉන්න කියලා අපිට sprite එක කියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඒක උනාට පස්සේ ඔයා මෙහෙම කරන්න. අන්න ඒ වගේ conditions දෙන්න පුළුවන් අපේ program එකකදී. Then we have loops. We use loops to repeat the same statement again and again. That means අපි game එකට background music එකක් දෙනවා කියලා හිතන්න. පටන් ගත්ත වෙලාවෙ ඉඳලා ඉවර වෙන වෙලාව වෙනකන්. ඒතකොට background music එක හැමතිස්සෙම play වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක repeat වෙන්න ඕනේ. අන්න ඒ වගේ වෙලාවට අපිට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් loops. So we can use this forever. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක කවදාවත් ඉවර වෙන loop එකක් නෙමෙයි. එතකොට මේ repeat කියන loop එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් යම්කිසි වාර ගානක් එකම දේ සිද්ධ වෙන්න. එතකොට අපි repeat. Yes.
Today game create කරද?
Yeah, we are going to create a game. Don't worry. Okay. Then that's all. Now I will show you a game that we have created. Now let's see. You can go to this website and download the Scratch application, the offline application to your own PC. Then you will have a window like this. Okay, good. Then you can go to each and every block. Then you can see there are many blocks and you can refer them. එතකොට අපි මෙන්න මේ statement එක මුලින් ගමු. එතකොට මම මෙහෙම වුණොත් ඔයාලට පේනවද sprite යනවා. මම එයාට කිව්වොත් move වෙන්න කියලා එයා යනවා. තේරුණාද? මේ වගේ ඔයාට පුළුවන් sprite එක commands දෙන්න. අපි hello කියන්න කිව්වොත් එයා hello කියලා කියනවා. දැන් අපි hello කියන්න වෙනුවට අපි කියමු අපිට hi කියන්න කියනවා කියලා. එතකොට hi කියලා කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරි. එතකොට අන්තිමට ඔයාලා හවනේ මොකද submit කරන්න ඕනි කියලා ඔයාලට පුළුවන් මේ file එක save කරන්න. save කරලා එන file එක තමයි ඔයාලා submit කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. එතකොට එහෙම හදපු game එකක් මම ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්නම්. මෙතන කවුරු ඉන්නවද පේන්නේ? මෙතන ඉන්නව නේද වවුලෙක්. There is a bat here. Then we have some insects here. So the bat is going to eat those insects. That's how you are going to play this game. The bat is going to eat the insects, and if you eat insects, that means you are going to win, else you are going to lose. That's how we are going to play this game. So I will show you. So we can start the game by clicking on this button. Now you can eat the insects and game over. What happened that if more than 3 insects fall down, that means it is a game over. Now I have eaten 9 insects. That means that is my score. So this is the game we have developed. We will show you how to do that. in order to do that, now if you have thought of a character which is suitable for your game, you can get that character using this choose a sprite. Now let's go back to this. You can use this choose a sprite. Then you can search for a sprite you want, else you can see there are so many sprites here. Now which one I have used? I have used a bat, which is given here. Okay, then you can choose that. Now we don't need this sprite anymore. Now we have the bat. Now what else we have? We had the butterflies, right? So you can get them as well. Else, whatever the sprite you want. If you click on this bat, then you can create some codes for that particular sprite. Then you can click on this sprite. Then you can give some other codes for that sprite. Okay, so each and every sprite have their own script here. As you can see, the bat has these statements, butterfly has these statements. Each and every sprite has their own script. Okay, so in order to start the game, you can use this event block. Then you can see when the green flag is clicked, you can do this. So I'll do the same with the bat. Now if I click this, you can see they are doing their own thing, right? Why? Because we have given a separate different statements for each and every sprite. Likewise, you can create a game. First, design a game. That's why designing part is important. You have to design a game, a really attractive game, then decide a character. Then you can give these codes to that character, telling what to do. Okay, so I'll show you the other game. How have we done that? So did you hear the background music earlier of this game? So if I click on this, could you hear the background music? No?
No, miss, we can't hear.
Okay, so there is a background music given to this video. I will show you how to do that part, only that part. That is done by using this simple statement, just this statement. When forever. Why did I use this forever? Forever means it is never going to end. I said earlier. Forever means it is never going to end. So, do you want the background music to end while you are playing the game? No, right? Therefore, you are going to use this forever, and you can give any sound to play it until the game ends. So, you can get sounds using this block. We can say, so now this is pop. Instead of that, there are so many sounds. If you go to this, you can find a lot of sounds here. In here, there are different type of sounds. You can play them. And here, what are those sounds? Else, you can record the sound by yourself as well. If you click on this record, you can record a sound by yourself as well and add that to the game. Okay, so that's how we added the background music using this forever. Why? It is never going to end. So never ending, we use this forever. Then now when I play the game, can you see this bat is changing? Like we can see it is like flying. Look at the bat. Isn't it flying? You can see it is flying, right? That means the bat is animated. Now, if you look at these sprites, you can see this is not animated at all. This bat, does it change? No. So, in order to do that, we are going to change the sprite's costume. You can see each and every sprite have their own costume. If I click on this sprite and go to the costume, you can see they have their own costume and we can edit that as well. So this is another costume. This is one costume. Else we can add our own costume as well. You can change it, like color it. By doing those, you can make your own costume. Okay, so we are going to change the costume to every few seconds, so it will look like it is flying. To make it look like it is flying, this is what we have used. Now I have told you we are going to deal with this stage. So we are going to call those locations using numbers, using X and Y. So here you can see currently bat is at 43 and X 43 and Y is minus 130. Likewise, you are going to get the location of the sprites using those numbers. So you can see we are going to change the costume of the bat forever until the game is done. So you can see it looks like it is flying, but actually it is not. It is just changing the costumes, right? To do that, we have used this block. You can use forever, then you can go to the next costume and you are going to wait 1.1 second, sorry, 0.1 second. So you can see it looks like it's animated. That's how we have done that. So I can't teach you how to code a game. Why? Because you have to first design a game. First design a game and think what to do. Then you can come up with your own logic to do that. Now I have taught you the logics. I have told you you can use these blocks, and this is the stage. You have to use these X and Y numbers. I have told you those things, but I can't tell you how to develop a game because you need to first design a good game. Then according to your game, you can choose what sprites you can use, what music you can use, what will be the costumes. It is completely up to you. Okay, so after you have done that, you can see a file like this. SB3 file in Scratch. So you can submit this file to the link given in the codefest.lk website. Then that will be the submission to do for the coding contest. Okay, so that's all for the sessions. For this session, if you have any questions, you can ask now.
Teacher,
Yes.
can you describe those age categories?
Yeah, if you go to the website, all of those details are given in the website. So if it's a primary, it is from grade 1 to 5 and junior 6 to 11, as I remembered. Sorry, 6 to 10, it is given in the website. Junior for the 6 to 10, then senior for 11 to 11s.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
මේ coding එකේ ඔයාලා ලොකුවට අපෙන් මොනවත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. කියන්නේ මේ scratch program එකෙන්ම හදපු විදිහටම පොඩි දෙයක් හදුවොත් හරි නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ මං අහන්නේ senior category එකෙන්.
සීනියර් කැටගරි එකේදී නම් අපි ඔයාලා කම්පෙයාර් වෙනවනේ අනිත් අයත් එක්ක. දැන් ඔයාලට වඩා ලොකුවට හොඳ ගේම් එකක් වෙන කෙනෙක් හදලා තිබ්බොත් අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම chance එක දෙන්නේ යාලටනේ. That depends.
මේ coding contest එකේ අපි game එකක් විතරක්ද develop කරන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් ඕනම දෙයක් ඒ කියන්නේ mobile app එකක් වගේ develop කරන්න පුළුවන්ද අපිට?
Teacher, when it is starting, teacher, when it is starting,
Teacher.
Teacher, when it is starting?
About that question, game එකක් විතරද නැහැ, game එකක්, mobile application එකක්, website එකක්, හැමති දෙයක් develop කරන්න පුළුවන් e application කියන theme එක යටතේ.
Teacher, when it is using forever?
Sorry, forever.
When it is starting?
Yeah, the details are given here, so you can see when it is starting. See, you can. The deadline is 15th. Someone asked about the forever block. What was it?
First round submit කරන්න තියෙන online ද?
Oh, submit canteen online. Someone asked about the forever block. Can you repeat the question?
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Teacher, is this course free?
Code extreme අර තියෙන අනිත් competition ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් explanation එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්ද? ඒවා මොනවද කියලා?
Sure. Mr. Samadhi will join in a while. Then he will explain you.
Is this competition free?
Yes, it is free. Okay.
Teacher, what do you use the forever block?
Okay, we can use the forever block to tell the sprite to do something repeatedly. Now, if you can see this block, I have used the forever block here to play the sound repeatedly without stopping. අපි එක දිගට ස්ප්‍රයිට් එකට කියන්න ඕන මොනවා හරි දෙයක් එක දිගට කරන්න කියලා ඒකට තමයි අපි forever කියන්නේ. forever කියන්නේ කියන එකේ තේරුම ගත්තොත් ඉවරයක් වෙන්න හැනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ නවත්තන්න නැතුව එක දිගට දෙයක් කරන්න නම් අපි යාට කියන්න පුළුවන් අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන් forever block එක. Clear?
Okay, teacher. Yes.
Okay. Then Mr. Samadhi, would you take over?